Alright, hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Trogdor and welcome back to my YouTube channel. At long last, we've got week 8 of the PTL. I know it's been delayed, I'm a little bit annoyed by that. I'm gonna do what I can to get this up before my week 10, I guess. Considering I'm recording this before I've played that game, but you know, whatever. It's gonna go up at a weird time, but hey, who really cares, right? So our opponent's DJ, coach of the Haxo Haalderen, and he's got a team that I went over in my team builder video. Go check that out. Likewise, I went over what I am bringing and why I think I can win this game pretty good. So you will, you know, go check out that video, guys. Like, yeah, it's great. You should do it. Let's see what else. So this game's going up. We've been losing. I mean, that's kind of been what this entire season's been about, and I'm just really like, I haven't thrown in the towel yet, but it's like I've almost accepted my fate of relegations. I know I'm not making playoffs. I'm not the kind of guy who like makes playoffs in leagues to begin with. But yeah, we still need this win, just like we need to win every week. So for that reason, like, yeah. So my team is centered around Alolan Ninetales getting up an Aurora Veil for GYARADOS to clean up. I've got a really damage hit everything hard Galvantula. It's gonna, like, you know, pretend to be webs, but really I'm Specs. And if he doesn't bring the Gliss score, I can just freely Volt Switch on everything. I've got Salazzle because I need that speed tier and something to like immediately check Kartana when that comes up. I've got a Scarf Braviary just because Brave Bird is something that could potentially like clean up at the end of the game when I need it. I've got a really bulky Aegislash. I opted for a Fizz Def set because like all of his attackers except like one are physical and it needs to like take a bunch of hits. And yeah, that's basically the gist of my team. I need to set up an Aurora Veil for GYARADOS to set up and clean because it runs through his entire team. So let's see if we can make that happen. So let's check out the team that he brought. So first thing to notice is there are a few obvious things that are here. That being Mega Latias, Weavile, and Kartana. Like, come on, that's an insane offensive core right away. Interesting that he brought both Primarina and Empoleon, like two bulky waters. But that makes me think that one of them is more supportive and one of them is probably offensive. So I'm guessing that Primarina is Choice Specs, because otherwise, like, you know, he's got no special attackers at all. And then there's Heracross, which could be a Scarfer. It's kind of scary, but I'm gonna, you know, scout that as much as I can. But it's you know, heavy hitting Pokemon anyway. So let's get right into this. I noticed that he didn't bring Gliscor, so I'm gonna lead with Galvantula to start, and yeah, just see how it goes, get damage on things, Volt Switch freely. And he goes for Heracross, and so like I said, I'm gonna Volt Switch right away into Aegislash as he goes for Mega Horn. That doesn't do a damn thing to me, which is awesome. He's Flame Orb, which is great that it's not Scarfed. But then again, if it was, it would have, you know, outsped Galvantula and stuff. So that Primarina does a ton of damage to me, so it's obviously Specs. And, you know, Flash Cannon, you know, does a decent chunk, being a neutral hit and all, stab. I could KO, like, after the Spadef drop, but I don't want to stay in versus Surf. He does opt to switch out into Empoleon. And yeah, my King Seal is just like, what are you doing there? So I go into Braviary. I don't remember the reason for that, but yeah, it's, you know, doing a good job. Superpower, the only thing that can live that is the Heracross. Well, no, Latias could have lived that too, but you don't want to switch in. I probably should have U-turned there because now I've got it stuck in Superpower and I've got to switch out here again. I don't have a great switch into Primarina. It goes for the Moonblast, gets a crit on the Aegislash, so now I definitely can't live another one. That is okay though, because I was, you know, Aegislash goes down a little bit early, but now I can KO with Galvantula. Just going to go for another delicious Volt Switch. Goes into the Latias, and I think now's a good time to go for, you know, Ninetales and get some chip damage with the Hail. Gonna do my Aurora Veil coming up soon. Empoleon's in. That's, you know, okay. So I go for the Freeze Dry, see how much damage that does. As he goes for the Flash Cannon, so even, you know, that almost kills even after the Aurora Veil. I'm going to Encore just so I can sack this thing and get it free into Gyarados, so that I can start, like, dancing. And, you know, his team, like, Heracross's... Let's take a look at where his team's sitting right now. Weavile's at full, Kartana's at full, Latias is a little bit weakened. Heracross is really weak. Primarina is like below half, and Empoleon is right here. So if I get to +1, I can do a ton of damage to his team. I have 5 turns of Aurora Veil left. I could get to like +2 or 3 if I can. So yeah, it's time to start setting up with Gyarados, and I'm like, even though I'm down 6-4, it's a good chance for me to just set up and win right now. So let's see if we can make that happen. So Primarina's in, and you know, I'm gonna go for the Dragon Dance here, and I calc it. Waterfall can KO right here. That is some huge damage for like what it did. Empoleon's in again. I'm gonna crunch it to see how much damage that does. He goes for the Scald. It does nothing, but he does get the burn right there, unfortunately. Still got 3 turns of Aurora Veil, so I'm going to Dragon Dance here again, just because, you know, I can still like do as much damage as I need to do. So I'm at +2/+2. He sends out Kartana, and this is huge right now because he is assuming he can live this hit. You know, neutral, even if I've had Earthquake, +2 and burn. Earthquake wouldn't KO at this point, but I do have the Flamethrower. It will KO, it cannot miss, so I'm just gonna like hit that Kartana really good right here and then clean up, even though I'm burned and at +2. But to say that I'm a little bit upset about that is an understatement. Like, I thought I had the game in the bag at that point, but even though I was at +2, Kartana somehow outsped, and obviously it was max speed Jolly. Obviously, but somehow I didn't put in like the extra couple speed EVs to outspeed Scarf Kartana. Like, I knew I could get multiple Dragon Dances. Like, the plan to get Gyarados worked. Like, I could have gotten another D-Dance there against Heracross, but I didn't want to risk the Mega Horn crit or whatever. But it's like that small overlook in prep of not giving my Gyarados 16 more speed EVs, which I could have afforded, is just infuriating. And yeah, Scarf Kartana max speed, obviously. I mean, the burn sucked, but I still don't know if I had the chance to like go for the 3rd Dragon Dance. It's just one of those losses yet again that it's just like I missed like one thing in prep that prevented me from winning. So to say that this season has been a bit infuriating so far, yeah, it's a bit upsetting. I mean, obviously the rest of the game you saw there, I just kind of like threw it at that point. Didn't really make any plays to win, but you know, what could I have done at that point? Like, maybe save Braviary, been smarter about that, and then I forgot that Galvantula with Specs and not Scarf, and it was just downhill from there. So yeah, I'm sorry about the crappy season that I've been having so far, but you know, that's Pokemon, and yeah, at this point it's all I gotta do is just keep doing my best to win. And yeah, not really happy with the team that I have, honestly. I mean, having Gyarados is cool. But yeah, that's the game. Good game to my opponent. You definitely prepped well and played well. That burn kind of sucked, but you know, kind of forced my hand to Dragon Dance even more, even though I should have like been greedy and gotten to +3 like a smart person. So yeah, that's the game. Good game. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned and all that, and yeah, take care everyone. Bye bye.